If one night the phone in your house that's been dead for years starts ringing, don't answer it. I did, and by morning, my grave was ready. The rain was heavy, the wind howled, and the old house's windows rattled in their frames. Sara Qureshi sat curled on the sofa under a blanket, a cup of tea warming her hands. She was on her phone, chatting with her friend Nita, laughing over preparations for the village fair. Nita joked about dressing up as old-time villagers, and Sara chuckled along. Then it happened. A deep, metallic ringing sound cut through the storm, a sound that could only come from one thing: the old hallway telephone. The black rotary phone had been nothing more than decoration for years. No line, no cable. Sara remembered the first day she moved in, lifting the receiver out of curiosity. Inside was only silence, the kind of silence that feels buried underground. But tonight, it was ringing. "Nita, do you hear that?" Sara whispered. "Hear what?" Nita sounded puzzled. "You just went quiet all of a sudden." "The phone." The second ring came, then the third. This time it felt closer, like the phone knew she was afraid. The blanket slid from her lap. Slowly, Sara walked into the hallway. Rain-filtered light spilled through the stained glass above the door. The phone sat on its little table, trembling with each shrill chime. She picked it up. Silence at first. Then a man's voice, low and deliberate. "Sara Qureshi, it's time." Sara's breath caught. "Who are you?" "Stay in the house until morning. If you step outside, you will not see the sunrise." The line went dead. Sara pressed the hook, lifted the receiver again. No dial tone, only hollow air. That's when she heard it. Footsteps upstairs. Not the soft creak of an old house settling. Real footsteps, moving with weight. What followed felt like falling into someone else's nightmare. In the attic, she found an old ledger tucked inside a cedar trunk. Names dating back over a century, each ending with the same words: "Died the same night." The most recent name, her grandmother. Below it, a final empty line, waiting for Sara Qureshi. The phone rang again. This time it was a woman's voice, breathless, urgent. "Get out now, child. Don't listen to him." Before she could respond, another ring came. Now both voices were on the line, one telling her to stay, the other begging her to leave. Lightning flashed, and the house went dark. Then came the footsteps, fast, pounding toward her down the hallway. Sara ran to the front door, yanked it open, and froze. On the other side of the storm door stood herself, pale, lifeless eyes. The old hallway phone clutched in one hand. Slowly, the figure lifted its other hand and pressed it against the glass. The lips moved, forming words Sara couldn't hear. Lightning flared, and for an instant she saw not herself, but her corpse. Skin gray, lips blue, hair dripping wet. She stumbled back. The door slammed shut on its own. By morning, the house was empty. The hallway phone, gone. In the churchyard, under the yew tree, stood a fresh gravestone. Sara Qureshi, died the night of the last call. They say no one saw who carved it, and no one saw who dug the earth. But a few villagers swore that in the wind that morning, they heard a faint phone ring. The final message of this story is that some phones don't ring, they summon, and some calls don't connect to life, they connect to death.